Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Dig Deeper Network. I'm your host, Cody G. Thanks for tuning in for another one. I'm just having so much fun with this YouTube stuff. Wanted to go back to back with a second story, and I'm just gonna drop them both. Lord help me with the editing stuff that I gotta do ahead of me. But again, thanks for tuning in. In case you were wondering what I'm doing here, what the show is all about, I'm covering viral topics as they come up. I'm covering news stories that I see that, have gone under the radar and are not getting a lot of attention. I'm just doing what I can to contribute to how I feel about the world. Old friends of mine, we're not going to stay connected, via statuses and likes and, little comments here or there. At least you can interact with me and watch me as I do this. Shout out to everybody that's subscribed so far. I'm currently at 36 subscribers, and all of these people have shown their support. I've talked one-on-one with them, and I'm getting to know my audience a little bit, and I really appreciate everybody who's tuning in. This story is pretty interesting. It's the Taco Bell CEO who got fired over an Uber situation. Now, I believe this happened back in November. However, it's back in the news because there is a lawsuit. So what I wanted you to do is check out this video that I have for you, and my commentary will follow. Check it out.
Orange County, California, a vicious attack on an Uber cab driver. Police say an apparently intoxicated passenger, 32-year-old Benjamin Golden, punched and pulled the hair of the cab driver, Edward Caban, before Caban pepper sprayed him. Golden was arrested at the scene. Caban now says he's looking for a new job because he doesn't feel safe driving for Uber.
Unfortunately, when the incident happened, it was at 8 o'clock at night, and I was just about to call it a night. I didn't think that something like this would happen this early in the night. I stopped driving, these 2 a.m. shifts a long time ago for this very reason.
All right, guys. It would appear that the Taco Bell CEO got really drunk and called an Uber. Now, if you ever go out there, it is a smarter thing for you to do. It might cost you $30 or more for a ride, so you have every right to get smashed and take an Uber home just as you do a taxi or a bus. My problem with this is that this guy is literally, you see him driving around in the back seat, he's just going back and forth and falling over as the car's turning. And so for whatever reason, the Uber driver is asking for directions. Now, I'm not sure if they were close to where he was and he was just telling him what door to drop him off at or how far he was from his destination. But this guy was smashed, and he pulls over and says, you're too drunk for me to follow your directions. I'm kicking you out. Now, I haven't read through Uber policy and if that's, if that's legal or if that's within the framework of their loose rules. As you know, Uber is just, you don't want to become an Uber driver if you're in a bad city, there are tons of things that you don't account for when it comes to putting strangers in your car. So a 23-year-old Uber driver by the name of Edward Caban told this man in the back, you're too drunk, you gotta get out, I'm kicking you out. So he's saying, I got the directions, take me home. And so he says, nope, I'm kicking you out, get out of my car. He was put out, on his ass, drunk in public. And I could see why he got upset about that. However, I guess he was drunk enough that he decided to just start wailing on this guy from behind. Clearly, Edward was a victim of abuse here. Could he have done something to avoid the situation? I think it's possible. Now, the Uber driver is getting sued by this ex-CEO. Now, of course, he got fired from his job at Taco Bell, but you gotta imagine, how much does the CEO of Taco Bell make? Probably tons of money, right? So Benjamin Golden, former CEO, is now suing this guy for... Okay. In November, the driver Edward sued 32-year-old Benjamin Golden for $25,000 in damages. He said that he couldn't return to his job, and this is a settlement that he's asking for. A pretty small settlement, $25,000. So now, Benjamin Golden is turning around and suing this man for $5 million. And that is for filming him, which is illegal in the state of California. Listen, you don't mess with executive level people. They have people in high places. They have really good lawyers. They've got tons of money at their disposal. Okay, you went after him for 25 grand and he's gonna come back for 5 million and find a way to get you. So I wanted to put a message out there to Benjamin Golden. You do not have to ruin this dude's life on top of already wailing on him. He got his $25,000 in damages and he should have just laid it to rest there. Find another job. Now these both are people, both of them are going after each other because they're saying, hey, you know, I lost my job because of you. And it's true, they both caused that. So I hope that this guy can defend himself and he's not going to find himself paying a CEO $5 million. Obviously, he doesn't have the wherewithal to pay that bill. In fact, he probably spent most of his $25,000 in damages in that settlement anyway. I think it's absolutely ridiculous, this. Uber, I think that you guys still need to close certain loopholes because it's not safe. I wouldn't become an Uber driver, not where I live here in Dover, Delaware. There is just absolutely no way that I would think it'd be worth the money to do that, to just kind of accept that risk. You know, you need a taxi cab, you know, with a protective wall, you know, and you need to, you know, take people to their destination and take them home when they are drunk. You do not dump them off because you're annoyed with them. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys, to the Dig Deeper Network. I'm your host, Cody G. Tell me what you thought of this story down below, and also give me a subscribe for more. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video. Give me some feedback in the comments section and let me know what you thought of this video. Anyway, till next time, thanks.